Life is not easy. It is a journey filled with beauty, but also filled with battles. Every man, every woman, no matter their background, will face storms. And in those storms, a question arises: will I be broken or will I be built? Today, I want to speak to you about overcoming challenges, about standing tall when life pushes you down, about fighting forward when the world says quit, about the power that lies inside you, waiting to be awakened. Many people ask, why me? Why is life so hard? The truth is, challenges are not punishment. They are preparations. Think of gold. Before it shines, it must pass through fire. Think of a diamond. Before it sparkles, it must endure crushing pressure. And think of yourself. Without resistance, you cannot grow. Without struggle, you cannot rise. Without challenges, you cannot discover your strength. Life's difficulties are not there to stop you. They are there to shape you. Two people can face the same storm. One is destroyed, the other grows stronger. The difference is not the storm. The difference is perspective. When you see challenges as punishment, you shrink. When you see them as preparation, you rise. Perspective is the lens through which you see life. Change your perspective and you change your destiny. Let me give you an example. Nelson Mandela, a man who dreamed of freedom for his people, a man who stood against injustice in South Africa. For that dream, he was imprisoned. Not for a year, not for 5 years, but for 27 years. Imagine that. 27 years behind bars. 27 years away from family, from freedom, from the world. Most people will have come out broken, bitter, defeated, but not Nelson Mandela. He walked out of prison, not with anger, but with forgiveness, not with bitterness, but with vision. He turned pain into power. He turned challenges into leadership, and he became the first black president of South Africa. His story teaches us this: you cannot control what happens to you, but you can control how you respond to it. The prison could not hold his mind. The walls could not break his spirit. The challenge became the pathway to history. The greatest challenge is not outside you. It is inside you. It is not the mountain that stops you. It is the doubt in your mind. The voice that whispers, you can't, you won't, you will fail. But here is the truth. If you say you can't, you won't. But if you declare, I can, I will, I must, the impossible begins to move. Belief is powerful, but belief without action is just a dream. And action is built on habit. The world celebrates victories, but it is habit that creates them. The athlete is not made on game day. He is made in the lonely hours of training. The author is not made when the book is published. She is made in the sleepless nights of writing. The leader is not made on stage. He is made in the unseen moments of preparation. Habits are the secret builders of destiny. So I ask you, what are your habits? What choices are you making daily? Because your future is being written right now in the small steps nobody sees. But even with belief, even with discipline, life will test you. You will face storms, rejection, betrayal, failure. And in those moments, you wonder, am I strong enough? Should I give up? But hear me, the storm is not sent to destroy you. It is sent to prepare you. The oak tree grows deeper roots in the storm. The diamond is shaped under pressure. The warrior is born in battle. Resilience is not about never falling. It is about rising again and again. Fall 7 times, rise 8. That is resilience. Every time you rise again, you declare to the world, I am not finished yet. Challenges often come disguised as enemies, but they carry hidden gifts. Failure teaches wisdom. Rejection builds self-worth. Pain deepens empathy. Think about it. Would you know courage if you had never faced fear? Would you value health if you had never felt weakness? Would you appreciate success if you had never tasted failure? Struggles are teachers. They may not speak kindly, but their lessons are priceless. The question is not, why am I facing this? The real question is, what is this teaching me? Look at history. Every great life was forged in fire. Edison failed thousands of times before he invented the light bulb. But he said, I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter, was rejected again and again. Publishers told her she wasn't good enough. Today, her words have touched millions. Michael Jordan was cut from a high school basketball team. They told him he wasn't talented enough. He became one of the greatest athletes the world has ever seen. What do these stories show us? That greatness is not about never falling. It is about rising every time you fall. The loudest voice in your life is not from the outside. It is the voice inside you. If that voice says, you are not enough, you will quit. If that voice says, you can't do it, you won't. But if that voice says, I can, I will, I must, nothing can stop you. So guard your inner voice. Speak life, not death. Speak strength, not weakness. Speak faith, not fear. Because your words become your world. Now let's get practical. How do you overcome challenges? Step 1. Acceptance. Stop wasting energy asking, why me? Instead, say, it is here. Now what do I do? Step 2. Break it down. Big problems looks impossible, but when you break them into small steps, progress becomes possible. Step 3. Seek wisdom. Learn from those who have walked the path. Read, listen, ask questions. Step 4. Stay consistent. Discipline beats talent when talent quits. Small daily actions create big victories. Step 5. Surround yourself with strength. Your environment shapes your energy. Stay close to encouragers, not destroyers. Step 6. Rest, but don't quit. Even warriors need rest. Rest is recovery, not surrender. When you rise again, rise stronger. No matter who you are, no matter what you face, one thing keeps people alive in the darkest moment. Hope. Hope is the whisper that says, this too shall pass. Hope is the light that guides you through darkness. Hope is the belief that tomorrow can do better than today. And faith. Faith is what fuels that hope. Faith is saying, I may not know how, I may not know when, but I believe it will happen. Faith is not the absence of fear. It is the choice to move forward in spite of fear. Here is the most powerful truth about challenges. What once hurt you can become the very thing that heals others. The one who survived poverty can teach others how to rise from it. The one who endured failure can inspire others to keep going. The one who overcame rejection can show others their true worth. Your pain can become your purpose. Your scares can become someone else's roadmap. What once tried to break you can become the platform from which you lift others. Resilience is the difference between those who give up and those who break through. It is not about never falling. It is about rising again. Think of a boxer. He is knocked down. The crowd thinks it's over. But then, slowly he stands again. Every rise is a declaration. I am not finished yet. Resilience is built in pain. It is built when you fall and choose to rise. When you fail and choose to try again. When you are rejected but choose to knock on another door. Every scar on your body, every wound in your heart, Every tear that has fallen from your eyes is proof that you survived. Proof that you are still standing. And if you are still standing, you are still fighting. And if you are still fighting, you can still win. Nature itself teaches us resilience. The butterfly struggles inside its cocoon. If you cut it free, it will never fly. The struggle builds its wings. The oak tree faces storms. The winds push it. The rain beats it. The lightning strikes. But with every storm, its root grows deeper. The diamond is formed under unimaginable pressure. Without pressure, it would remain just coal. So what about you? Are you willing to let struggle strengthen you? Are you willing to let the storm deepen your roots? Are you willing to let the pressure shape you into something priceless? Challenges will come. Struggles will come. Failure will come. But the outcome will always depend on your response. So what will you do? Will you give up? Or will you get up? Will you allow the storm to drown you? Or will you use it to sail forward? Do not let challenges stop you. Let them shape you. Do not let pain destroy you. Let it grow you. Do not let rejection define you. Let it refine you. The choice is always yours. People often think change comes in one giant leap. But transformation comes through small steps. One page read, one workout done, one promise kept. Success is built daily, not in a day. Think of water dripping on a rock. One drop seems weak, but with time, it shapes the stone. Think of bricks laid one by one. With time, a wall is built. Your future is being shaped right now by the small steps you take daily. Do not despise small beginnings. They create great endings. When you face challenges, don't just fight the outside battle. Build your inside. Build courage. Build discipline. Build patience. Build faith. A strong inside can survive any outside storm. Because the truth is, life will never be easier. But you can become stronger. Look at people today who overcame challenges. Steve Jobs was fired from his own company. Imagine being rejected by the very thing you created. But he came back stronger and changed the world of technology forever. Oprah was told she wasn't fit for television. Yet today, her name is known across the globe. Colonel Sanders, the founder of KFC, was rejected hundreds of times before anyone believed in his recipe. Now millions taste his vision. These stories remind us, rejection is not the end. It is the redirection. A closed door is not a final answer. It is a push toward a right door. When the storm rages, you need an anchor. That anchor is hope. Hope says, this storm will not last forever. Hope says, after the night comes the morning. Hope says, after the cross comes the crown. Without hope, the soul collapses. But with hope, even the heaviest burden becomes lighter. So never lose hope. Hold it close. Guard it like treasure. Because hope is the light that guides you through the darkest night. Resilience keeps you standing, but courage gives you wings. So I ask you, are you dreaming big enough? Too many settle for just enough. Too many play it safe. Too many bury their dreams under fear. But every great achievement started with someone who dared to dream bigger. The Wright brothers dared to believe man could fly. Martin Luther King dared to believe in freedom. Edison dared to believe light could fill the world. And now, it is your turn. Your dream matters. The world is waiting for you to bring it to life. Right now, some of you are in the middle of your greatest challenge. Maybe it's financial struggle. Maybe it's failure. Maybe it's heartbreak. And maybe you feel like giving up, but hear me clearly. Your story is not over yet. Every great story has dark chapters. Every great hero faced storms. Every great journey had setbacks. But storms pass, darkness lifts, pain transforms. The moment you are in is not the end, it is the middle. And the middle is never the whole story. You were created to remain a victim of life. You were created to rise as a victor. The world does not need more people who gave up. The world needs people who fought through, who stood in the fire and came out stronger, who carried scars but turned them into strength. So shift your perspective. You are not being buried. You are not being planted. The dirt that covers you now will one day be the soil that grows your greatness. So say this with me. I am not a victim. I am a victor. Overcoming challenges is not just for you. It is for others too. When you rise, you show others it is possible. When you win, you give others permission to believe. When you turn pain into purpose, you light the way for those still in the darkness. Nelson Mandela's story was not only his own victory, it became a light for a nation and an example for the world. Your story too carries weight. Someone is waiting for you to overcome so they can believe they can overcome too. Imagine tomorrow. Imagine what could happen if you refuse to quit today. Imagine the future version of you, stronger, wiser, unshakable. That person is being built right now through the struggle you face. One day, you will look back and realize the storm that tried to destroy you actually prepared you. The failure that broke your heart actually directed you. The pain that seemed unbearable actually gave you purpose. Tomorrow's victory is hidden inside today's battle. That's why you cannot give up now. So rise. Rise with belief. Rise with discipline. Rise with resilience. Rise with courage. Do not wait for the world to make it easy. It will never be easy. But you can be stronger. Stand tall in the fire. Walk boldly in the storm. Hold on tightly to hope. Speak victory over your life. And never, ever forget, the power to overcome is already within you. So rise. Rise and fight. Rise and believe. Rise and conquer. Because your greatest days are not behind you. They are ahead of you. And the world is waiting for you to rise.